Okay, welcome to the World Underneath tutorial. So, first off, my audio isn't going to be that good because I am recording on a phone, but it's whatever. So, when you first spawn in the World Underneath, you're going to be in this like little tunnel area. So, when you start walking through it, it's going to tell you different things like 30 custom bosses, 20 plus armors, what else? 41 plus custom spells, and it'll tell you welcome to the World Underneath. So, you get here, you talk to this NPC named Tessa. Hello, welcome to the world underneath. Before you go into this world of magic, you must learn how to use magic. To use magic, you must buy it with arcane dust, which you get by killing mobs. Each spell is 100 arcane dust, with some spells needing you to be a higher level to unlock them. So when she means a higher level, she means your XP level. And you can see she whispers to you a little tip. To see all commands, run slash commands. So if we do slash commands, we'll see all the commands in the game. So you can see the public commands, slash spells, slash arenas, slash forge, slash classes, slash ores, materials, all that good stuff. Then down here you could see slash VIP commands. So slash private arenas, and you can see all the biomes in the game. So you could do a slash command if you have VIP, which you get VIP by going to the Discord and buying it. And with this you could teleport to all the locations by just typing the command in instead of having to like walk to it, you know what I mean? And private arenas gives you private arenas to fight in and some exclusive arenas as well. So then you talk to Tessa again. Now there's also weapons that have special traits. For example, when holding some weapons called transformation weapons with the transformation tool, they will transform into a stronger weapon. Okay, click that button on the wall with the command book in hand to continue. So we click this button and you can see we get all this stuff. So we get an iron halberd to close range transformation weapon. We get 32 orange pie, which is a consumable. We get the quest book, and all these slots are closed as these will never be used in the game. Now, real quick with the orange pie, this is a consumable. You could double crouch and it goes up in your inventory. So the more consumables you get, you'll be able to have 4 of them up here, 4 in total, and you'll be able to use 4 in game. Same with your weapons, double crouch. So if I had 4 weapons, I could switch through all 4 of them. But since I only have one, I can only switch through this one. Now over here, the quest book we'll get to after I talk to Tessa again. The statue behind is the man who brought magic to the world underneath, King Methos. To get a more in-depth tutorial on the world underneath, join the Discord. And you can see it has the Discord link here or our YouTube channel. Now, are you ready to start your adventure? Real quick, we're gonna view the statue. Now we do have a full teaser and tutorial, like a little teaser on the world underneath, how it was created. In the like Discord, you could see a whole cinematic gameplay tutorial and like teaser. We have it all there, so you could get the background of how the world underneath was created and the lore behind it a little more. I think it's like 3 minutes. No, it's like 2 minutes and 30 seconds. It is not long, and that's a statue of King Methos. So you click Tessa, you say yes, and you get teleported to Orpheus's village. So this is the first spot you'll like ever be in. This spot, it's literally your safe haven. When you use the slash exit command to exit any shops or arenas, you'll always get teleported back here. So now real quick, we're gonna go over the quest book. So for me, this is how it looks because it's different, but we're gonna go to player mode. So you can see your wallet, your available quests, your active quests, your party, your bounties, and your achievements. So wallet is how much quest points you have. Available quests is how many quests you have left to do. There's active quests, which don't really matter, and a co-op party, which is mainly for guilds, and bounties. And those are the bounties set in the game. So you can see quests and chapters. This is gonna be your main spot you're always at. You open this up, you can see the daily quests. So we're gonna open this up real quick. We're gonna do, let's say, oh, this one's blurred out. I'll fix that later. Let's look at this one. Eat 3 pieces of orange pie. You'll get 15 points for this, which I've already completed this quest. Round tour. Travel 1,500 blocks around the map. This is 20 points. I've already completed this one while just working. And some of these, like, you could just do by playing the game. You don't really have to even focus on these. Next, we have weekly quests. So, Rookie Numbers, Bear's Den, Amber Blight Sword, and Swamp Puppies. Let's look at Bear's Den. Summon and defeat Polar Bear boss. Finish them off with a melee weapon. And this gives you the chords to where the summon the Polar Bear boss will. I might show you that. The rewards to do this is 230 points. The reason is you have to summon it, you have to get the materials to summon it, and then you have to defeat it as well. So it's like mini quests in one quest. Rookie Numbers, kill 3 people with melee weapons, 30 points, not that bad. Amber Blight Sword, Swamp Puppies, all that good stuff. Next we have event quests. These aren't here currently because we're not in an event currently since the game's just now releasing. So no events are currently happening, so we could go back. And events will be announced in Discord and in the game when events are happening, and you would just go check the event quests. Server-wide quests, we have one server-wide quest that will be on release. So it's called Genesis of Creation. Use these 4 spells 10 times for the 4 primary from the 4 primary elements. So you know in other games the 4 primary elements might be water, fire, earth, wind. In our game it's earth, water, nature, light. The reason it's like that is because you start off with earth, as if you just think about the real world, earth is like the basis. Like think about maybe dirt and soil, then water goes into that dirt and soil, and it might help those seeds that are nature, that are dormant, grow, but it's not going to help them grow fully. The last step is light, and once that light gets in contact with that nature, then forests and huge ecosystems start to grow. So our 4 primary elements are like the 4 primary elements of life, kind of. And it tells you the spells you would need to unlock: Spell of Water Gauntlets, Spell of Pillar Uproar, Spell of Sun's Ray, Spell of Nature's Language. And this tells you what element the spell is and what shop it's in. So, for example, Water Gauntlets is in the Rain shop and it's Water Elemental. And it'll tell you in the shop as well. Now, the cool thing is about this, it's a server-wide quest. So you don't need to do all of this. So maybe you unlock Spell of Pillar Uproar and you use it 10 times. And let's say someone else used Sun's Ray 10 times, another person used Water Gauntlets 10 times, and let's say you used Nature's Language 10 times. Then the server-wide quest is going to be finished, and the whole server, remember, the whole server participates in this. Once this is finished, everyone in the server will get 200 points, and you can see the progress here of everyone using them. So we're going to get out of that, and now you can see our chapters. So each location has a chapter. Each biome in the game has a chapter. So unless it's a biome like Orpheus's Village, which we're in right now, or Grasslands, which is more like passive, there's not really much to do there. So chapter 1, Gaia the Undead Desert. Now you have to start at chapter 1. You can't go to chapter 2. Like, look, I literally cannot do this. I have to finish chapter 1 fully. This quest is locked until every prerequisite is complete. So a prerequisite is something you need to do before you do this. So we can't do that. We can't skip. So we go to chapter 1. I've completed a bunch. You have to go in order. So you would start off at Tomb Weave Linen. Kill 50 mummies in the Undead Desert Gaia. I finished that. You'd have to do all these. Now, I have this one unlocked because I've done Gaian Culture. Now I have to do this to unlock Pharaoh's Sacrifice. Kill 1 person to show you have blood on your hands, then summon the Pharaoh to kill him. Blah, blah, blah. You get it. You get it. Now currently there's only 2 chapters, but there will be about 14 chapters in the game. And when new biomes come out, because we do have new biomes and locations that will come out in the game, a new chapter will come out with that biome. Now, we're going to look at this real quick. Pharaoh's Sacrifice. When you finish it, you'll also get a weapon. When you fully finish a chapter, you'll get a chapter weapon. So this weapon you only get by fully finishing a chapter. And that weapon is fully like characterized towards that specific biome. So anyways, you get the gist. Now we'll go down real quick. Sorry, I forgot we only got through quests and chapters. Active quests don't really matter. Quest chains doesn't really matter. Party slash co-op and player bounties do matter. So this is like your team that you've teamed up with. You could create or join a party. This is more for the guilds. This is like an early guild stage you could do before guilds really come out. Next, we have player bounties. You could set a player's bounty, or you could set a bounty on an entity. And when you do that, you'll have to put a price on it, and it'll come out of your wallet, which you can see how much you have up here. Next, we're gonna move down to achievements. This is just combat. It's regular achievements. Nothing crazy. You'll get that over time. And then you could have the leaderboard. You see who has the most points, who's completed the most quests, and who has the most achievements, and that'll determine your rank. I'm currently ranked number 1 because I've done the most stuff. I've been working on this. And we have the quest shop. In the quest shop, there's a bunch of different things you could get. Now these things will change weekly or bi-weekly. So bone fragments, white string, and it tells you how much they are. Sea viper tooth, ruby gems, tree roots. So I'll just buy bone fragments real quick. And you see it tells me new balance, how much bone fragments I have now, and it also tells me how much I've bought and for how much I've bought it for. So yeah, if that makes sense. Next, there will also be limited time weapons that come out in the game. So limited time weapons will come in the quest shop. They might be here for a day, 2 weeks, a month, couple days, depends how I feel. They'll be here and they'll be announced in the game as well. So let's say you logged off at 2 in the morning, you get back on and a new limited time weapon's out. It'll tell you and alert you about that. And I would always check the news as well, by doing the /news command, so you could see everything, so you're not missing anything. And /change logs, that's another good one. So yeah, weapons will be in here, limited time weapons, and they'll literally say limited time weapons when you buy them. You buy them with quest points, so I would rack those up as much as you can. Some will be 300, 200, some might even be 1,000. Just depends on how good they are and how long they'll be in the shop. Next, you could see we have the whole Orpheus village. Is a small village. You could talk to Larissa here. She tells you all the, she basically pulls up the quest shop for you, and you could do it with the quest book, but this is just another way to do it. We walk over here. Remember, we have our orange pie if we get hungry. We have Iron Halberd. Now we're in Gaia, the undead desert. These are the mummies. They're really slow. You could kill them easily. It's not hard. I just killed one and I got some arcane dust, as you can see on the top of my screen. And it tells you you've entered Gaia, the undead desert. Now, I would make sure to kill all the ones near you real quick, just in case they get close. You don't want them, like, trying to kill you while you're doing this. So, you come over here, this is the blacksmith. You can do custom crafting in the game. We click the blacksmith. Hello, traveler, what would you like to craft? You could see 1, 2, and 3, they're labeled. You can see Holy Light is coming next update. Pharaoh's Scepter is in the game, and Amber Blightsword is in the game. So you see down here, like, for example, Pharaoh's Scepter has a number 2 in front of it. So this is how you craft it. It's number 2 down here. And you can see the recipe down here. So we click that. It tells you the recipe, and it tells you your current balance. So I currently do have enough to craft this. So if I wanted to craft that, I could, but I do have it crafted already, I believe. So if I try to craft Pharaoh's Scepter, it'll tell you you've already crafted this weapon, so you can't like craft it again. I believe I have the Amber Blightsword crafted as well. It tells you the same thing. You can see your current balance and how much it costs to craft that. And there's a blacksmith in every biome. Now on release there won't be a blacksmith in every biome due to how tedious and how much logic it takes to make the blacksmiths, but we do have more than one blacksmith. We have one in Pine Groves, one here, one in Dark Vanish. So yeah, this is Gaia. We're just gonna go through some small things so it's easier on release for everyone to get the gist of the game. And then we'll go through the final stages and I'll explain a couple more things and the tutorial will be over. Right here, this is the Gaian church. You'll have to come here a bunch of times. You'll have to go to the Gaian church. You'll have to speak to the Gaian priest. You also have to kill these guys to get good stuff. Talk to the Gaian priestess. Pharaoh Gaia keeps us alive, blah blah blah. You get to ask her all these different things. What is Can I be a Gaian? Who is Gaia? You could click it. She tells you all this stuff. Um, you're gonna need to do this request, so I would just be ready to do this. She'll have you go over here as well. This is where the archaeologist is. So we go over here, and this is also where the Pharaoh's catacombs entrance is. You can't enter it without a certain item though. Archaeologist Chris, blah 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 blah, tells you the recommended amount of people for this boss area. So we're gonna say I'm Gaian now, which I am. Perfect. Go collect your reward and get the Gaian shield to enter the catacombs. So you need the Gaian shield in your hand or in your inventory to actually get in here. You cannot get in here like otherwise. Also, you can't build in this game yet. We're in adventure at all times. Now, with guilds, we do plan on adding like stuff where you could have and claim locations in the game, and the locations will like give you passive materials and all that. That's stuff for the future. So let me get out of here real quick. Also, I know people might get confused on the desert wyvern. The desert wyvern spawns around this area, and the desert wyvern's like little nest is right here. So it'll spawn around this area usually. So we're gonna get out of here. Now we're entering the grasslands, and I'm gonna show you one more thing before we get into the slash commands, and it'll be quick. So if you're trying to learn stuff and get lore on the game, I would come down here. This tells you everything down here. We're gonna have books and stuff. This is also where, if you're trying to become a wizard, which isn't gonna be on release, but is gonna be a couple days after. If you're trying to become a wizard, you have to come down here and talk to, I believe Seraphina is down here. So it's a little maze. You can see we're like in a library, an old abandoned library. So we come all the way down here. Now this is also what the dungeons look like, but this isn't a dungeon. Come down here, you're gonna be able to read a bunch of books over here. Also, you see I'm eating orange pie. This is gonna allocate to my daily quests. See, I'm just playing the game, and I'm gonna get a daily quest done. Talk to Seraphina. She's gonna have a dialogue here when she comes out in the game. But other than that, you're gonna be able to read books that will be all around here in Lycernes, and they'll tell you a bunch of lore of the game and explain a bunch of things that you might need to know. So if you're confused and an admin's not online or any staff, I would come here. This explains a bunch. So anyways, we're gonna start off with the slash commands. So we're gonna do slash commands one more time. See all these commands. We're gonna do slash spells. We're gonna do that real quick. Spells. So now we're here. You can see we have, once it loads. Now remember, I'm also on a PS4 Slim, so I'm on like one of the worst consoles there could be. So this makes it way better for you guys, because this means if my game's smoother like this, your game's gonna be 10 times smoother. Because I know most of you are on Xbox, PS5, PC, and all that. And we've tested for every single console as well, even iPhone 16. And this is a Bedrock realm as well, keep that in mind. So you look at a portal, you can see the 4 different types of spell categories: healing, defense, attack, ranged. We're gonna go to attack. So you just walk up to the portal and it will teleport you. Now this one, we're gonna make barriers around the lava because you could get burned. So you come over here, you enter right here. You could see spell of Phoenix Lightning Feather. Now it is coming off the screen a little bit. That's gonna be fixed. When you look at the side, you see equipped spell of Phoenix Lightning Feather. Tells you what slot you could equip it to. So you see slot 6. If you look down at your hotbar, it's labeled, and it says top button is for slot 6. Slot 5 is the bottom button. You look over here, slot 4 and 3 is the top and bottom button. And it does this for each spell. There is 10 spells per category that is on release. So you could come all the way over here to Eye of the Storm. Now you read the books. Spell of Eye of the Storm tells you the course, the cost, the type, the nature, how much XP you need to unlock the spell, and the description. So it tells you everything you need. Everything. And all these are done. So on the hunt, Icebreaker, we'll actually unlock this one. I think, oh, it tells you you have it unlocked. I have mine's unlocked. And how much you bought it for. So I'm gonna equip this to my 5th slot. So this is the bottom button. I'm gonna click equip. Now I have Icebreaker. It tells you it's an attack type spell. So I'm just gonna use it real quick. You right click. You right click like you're trying to eat a piece of food, and it gives you a cooldown. And you can see it summons this like line of ice. And I can't use it right now. I'm trying to use it. You could hear that. I physically cannot because it's on cooldown. If you want to remove a spell, you could just click this button and remove it. You could also click this to remove it from all your slots. So let's say I have Phoenix Lightning Feather in all my slots, and I just don't want to use this. And I just want to remove Phoenix Lightning Feather. I just click that. It's easy. Now, it works like this for every single shop. We're gonna go and do slash weaponry real quick. Oh no, it's forge. Sorry, slash forge. I'm getting confused with our old technical stuff that we had. So you do slash forge. You can see weaponry portal, trinkets and consumables portal, armory portal. So we're gonna go to the weaponry. Trinkets and consumables is just trinkets that you could have in your 9th hotbar slot, and they give you good like effects and all that. And consumables is literally this. And armory is armory. It's an armory. It's where you get your armor. So we go to the weaponry. You can see every single thing here, all the weapons. There's a lot of weapons in the game. You gotta stand in front of them all. Now, all the weapons, you get them in different ways. You can see some of them have prices. We moved more down here. This one has special. This is the Gaian shield. This tells you how to do it and what you've done. Like, you see I have it unlocked. So I talked to the Gaian priestess and I became Gaian to get this. Let's go over here. Gale Bree sword. I bought it from the quest shop, or I would have to buy it from the quest shop. This is a limited time only weapon. Let's see what else. Buy from the quest shop again, limited time only. Kill the Kraken in the Abyss. So there's ones you have to kill entities for, you have to do quests for, you have to also craft them. So craft in Pine Groves. I know this one's actually out. This is a Mithril dagger. Bloodchain sword goes all the way down here, and more are going to be added in the game. I believe this is the last one. Craft an Eventide Ocean, and there will be more added. So all that good stuff. Now I know people are confused, like what button do I click to equip it? So the first button you click to buy it, which I have mine's bought already. Now I'm gonna put this up. If you have a weapon in your like hotbar down here in your 7th and you're trying to equip the weapon, I would bring that up. So Minotaur short battle axe, I bought it. You look down here, equipped Minotaur short battle axe. I'm gonna equip it, and it goes over here. Sorry, it's supposed to be over here. That's my fault. This is where your class weapons are gonna be in the 7th hotbar slot, and your weapons are gonna be in the 8th. So you can see I could swap between my weapons here. Now let's get a full loadout, and let's say you're over here. If you're confused what button do I click, you just look. Arcane Katana. You click it, you got the Arcane Katana now. Woo. Over here, Arcane Dagger. Click it, you got the Arcane Dagger. Now you can swap through all them mid-battle. So you could be fighting, boom, swap, fighting, boom, swap, swap, swap. You swap fast. So it's like really efficient. You could have 4 of them at once. Same for weaponry, forge, all that good stuff. It's literally the same. So we're gonna go back, use slash commands real quick. Slash spells we've looked through. Slash arenas won't be on release, but you just do it. It's the same as all of these. It's super easy. Slash ores and materials and changelogs will be the last thing we go over, and slash events. So real quick, we're gonna do slash ores. So this tells you all the ores in the game and how much you have of them. So you see these are all the ores in the game. It tells me how much I have of each. So 509 shadow crystals, and you could use this everywhere. This is called a digital vault. This allows you to have all this stuff. So imagine having 1,400 infernal shards in your inventory. It just wouldn't work. This keeps everything clean and balanced and allows you to have and stack all this stuff. in your inventory. You know what I mean? So we do slash materials next, and the materials, there's way more materials. So you gotta open up your chat and scroll up to see all your materials. Arcane dust, star arcane dust, all this stuff. You get this by killing mobs and bosses. Star arcane dust, that's gonna be in a later update. You could get this now. You could get this now, but only 5 of it. This is used to evolve and awaken your spells. That's a whole nother thing that'll be in a huge update. So that's a little teaser. Yeah, you're gonna need 100 of that per spell. That's gonna be hard to get, but it's gonna be worth it. Anyways, we're gonna do one last command. We're gonna do slash changelogs. I would go here every time after an update or a small bug fix so you can see all the changelogs. So this is changelogs that we recently did in the game. Spell binding fix, Kyrite ore added, labels added to portals, and new commands added. So yeah, it's really easy. And how do you get out of the area? How do you get out of here? Like, I don't know what to do. Just do slash exit and we're out. Now, weapons, let's say you break your weapon fighting, you could go back to the shop. Once you unlock the weapon, you fully have it unlocked. You could always equip it. Can't drop it. You can't give it to a teammate or anything. So that basically sums up the tutorial. If you have any questions, we might make an extended tutorial, even though this tutorial is already really long. We'll make short tutorials like how to do this, how to do that, how to become a sorcerer, wizard, mage. But this is all like easy. It's common knowledge. And it makes sense, in my opinion. Now, this map is huge. Like, this goes far. We worked very, very hard on this. We have half a year of us working, just working. I believe it's more than half a year now of us just working to make this map. To make the map, the spells, this, that. And this is a fully original concept as well, so keep that in mind. So everything we do here is original. We've made it original. All the concepts, ideas, original. And as you can see, everything we try to do, we want it to be different from other things. Like, we don't want things to be like generic. Like, for example, having water, fire, earth, and wind as the primary spells. No, we've changed it up. The way our spells look are different, the way they function. This map goes far. It's a 1500 by 1500. Plus, underground, we have way more underground. Like in Emberfall, which is a huge fire area, there's gonna be a place called Tartarus under it. There's like, think about it like double the map underground. It's amazing. And there's things spawning. There will be things spawning everywhere that you could kill for stuff. But anyways, that was the tutorial. I hope that makes sense. I hope you all understand it. If you have any questions, you could DM me on Discord. Once you do the tutorial, the Discord will be there. I'll be doing all the announcements usually. You could DM me or any of the staff. You could ask questions in general. But yeah, that's the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching.